How's it going, everyone? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, and we have some Assassin's Creed rumors going around. There's some interesting stuff in here, but I'm gonna say at the outset, don't get mad at me, please, if these are wrong. These are rumors. I haven't seen them confirmed officially by any outlet like IGN or Kotaku or GameSpot or anything like that. This is just a random article that was posted by WWG. I've never heard of them before. No disrespect to them or anything like that, but it seems like there's a rumor. They've been talking to some sources of theirs regarding Assassin's Creed. Apparently, they work at Ubisoft. So I will link that article in the description below. I recommend that you go check it out. But yes, these are rumors. However, the title of that article says that the next Assassin's Creed, which has been rumored to be titled Assassin's Creed Empire, but in fact, it's rumored to be named Assassin's Creed Origins. And also as well, naval combat apparently is going to be returning, like in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So I'm going to be going through this article, pointing out some of the main points, and then we'll discuss what I think. Especially the point about this game going to be like Skyrim, or similar to Skyrim. That's not the exact quote, but I'll get into that. The question for today's video is, are you excited for the upcoming Assassin's Creed game? And either way, please let me know your answer in the comments below. So WWG first say some very general information about the rumors circulating around Assassin's Creed Empire, and then they state that since then we've received new information that suggests the game is now called Assassin's Creed Origins and is currently scheduled to be revealed at E3 2017. So I think it was very obvious that we would see Assassin's Creed at this year's E3. We didn't see it last year because Ubisoft took a year break in development, and especially they were promoting the Assassin's Creed movie. So that's not really anything new. What is new, of course, is the name Assassin's Creed Origins. I want to be very interested to see, once Assassin's Creed is actually announced or revealed at E3 this year, if this rumor is actually true. If it's called Origins, then it was true, right? If it wasn't called Origins, if it was called something else, maybe Empire, then it was probably false. However, this rumor is still consistent with the past rumors that we've heard about Assassin's Creed, in that the game is going to be set in Egypt. So everyone's talking about the Egyptian setting. I think at this stage, it's all but confirmed, but still rumors, still we're talking about sources here. But let's continue with the article. WWG continues by saying that our sources suggest that Origins is a vast open world experience taking place in ancient Egypt. The story is rumored to revolve around the original Assassin's Guild and will feature two main characters, a man and a woman, like past Assassin's Creed games. Its structure is said to be less linear, featuring a character progression system less tied to the story. A development source we spoke to compared it numerous times to Bethesda's Skyrim. They say that impressions of the project internally are so far positive. The game will apparently grant the player considerably more freedom, featuring a greater emphasis on exploration over previous entries in the series. One source tells us that this is the biggest Assassin's Creed the company has ever created and is huge in scope. They say that it's been in development for at least several years now. Hopefully, it will benefit from this extended development cycle. Not only is Origins rumored to boast an explorable ancient Egypt, players will also be able to go beyond it, possibly even as far as Greece. We're told that boats will return in the game, allowing the player to sail the Mediterranean. Naval combat, naturally, is also said to be included. Another source linked with Ubisoft described to us an internal video that was shown of a teaser for Origins. It apparently began by showing scenes of Egypt before transitioning between different periods and locations throughout history, including an Asian country, World War II era France, and a modern-day Abstergo Industries facility. It isn't yet clear whether this video, a blend of gameplay footage and CGI, will be shown to the public in its current form. Assassin's Creed Origins is currently set to launch in fall of 2017. So there is a lot to break down from this rumor, from this leak, if you will. They actually reveal a lot about the game. Whether or not it's true, we don't know yet. So again, they confirmed the Egyptian setting. That's in line with past rumors with this Assassin's Creed game. But the new rumors or the new leaks are talking about, one, naval combat returning, and I know many people are probably going to be happy about that because I know a lot of people love the naval combat in Black Flag. The limited experience that I had with the naval combat in that game was fun, to be honest. I'd like to see it return. I think it was a cool mechanic. Also as well, we get to travel to Greece, so a completely different country, even though the game's still set within Egypt, so I think that's pretty cool as well. But the big thing is the numerous comparisons this apparent source made within Ubisoft to Bethesda's Skyrim. This seems to suggest that even though, you know, past Assassin's Creed games have been open world, to an extent anyways, I mean, you could argue here and there whether they were truly open world, like was Assassin's Creed 2 truly open world, Black Flag was open world, but I guess the point this leaker, let's call him or her, is that the game's going to be more open world than it's ever been before, and it's going to be like Skyrim in that sense. And it's going to be interesting to see whether fans actually prefer that or like that, because again, the game's been relatively open world in the past, so it's not really going to be a drastic change, although perhaps the point about it has a character progression system that's less tied to the story might be a point of difference or a point of contention amongst fans here. But I, for one, am really liking what I'm hearing about the game giving you more freedom, putting a greater emphasis on exploration, and also the comparisons to Skyrim. And the reason why I'm saying this is largely tied to my experiences this year with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I think it's safe to say that maybe even before Fallout 3, I never really got into open world games, right? I usually liked very linear single player games. I played Fallout 3 and then I really started to like open world games. But then maybe it was even a little bit before Fallout 4, and Fallout 4 never really reinvigorated my love again for open world games. Since then, so even let's just say from 2015 roughly, I started to drift away again from open world games. I don't know, I just didn't feel like I could get into them again, and I think the main reason for that is because as I graduated from university and as I started working a full-time job, I had less and less time to play games, so I didn't necessarily want to spend all my time playing just one game and watching all of these new releases go by without me having playing them, which kind of happened to an extent because I still played Fallout 3 and Borderlands, you know, for years after release. But because of that and because of my personal commitments, I started to stray away from open world games. I just couldn't see myself committing to another huge game, spending all my time with that and missing a bunch of other great experiences that were maybe, you know, 10 to 20, 30 hours in length, but not really more than that. That's why, to be honest, really, that I've never gotten to The Witcher 3 yet, because I see all these great games coming out and I'm like, you know, can I commit to The Witcher 3? Can I put over 100 hours in yet? I don't know. But that was before The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then that game came out and I put over 80 hours into it. And that's something I hadn't done with a video game for years before Breath of the Wild. Arguably, even with Fallout 4, I don't think I put that many hours into it, to be honest, because I played it once and then I said, you know what, I'm done with this game. But Breath of the Wild just reinvigorated my love for open world games. That exploration, the fact that even months after the release, I still found myself going back to that game and always finding something new to do and just doing side quests and exploring and finding shrines. And that game was just amazing in terms of its open air exploration. It was fully open world and I absolutely loved it. And because of that recent experience that I've had with Breath of the Wild, I'm starting to get back into open world games, and I'm really looking forward to see how Assassin's Creed Empire or Origins, whatever you want to call it, actually does, because if it's being compared to Skyrim, it's going to be similar to Breath of the Wild, then I think that's something that's going to hook me now personally because of where my head at is currently with the kinds of video games that I like to play. Although I still wouldn't mind a, you know, 15 to 20 up to 30 hour Assassin's Creed game. I still think I'd play it and love it, but especially after Breath of the Wild, the fact that it is open world and the fact that it could provide me with, let's say, 50 hours plus of gameplay and just exploring, especially through ancient Egypt. I think there's a lot of potential there for there just to be awesome, really interesting and unique exploration, because I can't really recall a game that I've played that was set in ancient Egypt. So I think that's going to be really interesting as well. Yeah, I actually can't think of a game that I've ever played that was set in Egypt. If any of you can remind me of like a popular AAA game that was set in Egypt, let me know in the comments below. But I'm interested to get your thoughts. What do you think about all these rumors and leaks that are going around with Assassin's Creed Origins? I would love to know your thoughts. Is it going to be a game that you pick up? Are you going to replay all the other Assassin's Creed games? Like I'm trying to organize my schedule to ensure that I'm able to replay the major Assassin's Creed games before this game comes out. Don't know how that's going to go, to be honest. You know, it might not happen, but I'm definitely picking up this game on release. So anyways, Wastelanders, would love to get your opinions, and until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.